Hey Trekkies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Now Trekkies, we're gonna jump into the women's 200 meters in Brussels, and of course, the reigning queen, the fastest woman alive, the woman that sits with three of the top five fastest times in the women's 200 meters, none other than our very own Shericka Jacko Jackson. Now with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen and we're going to talk about her potential challengers, if there are any. Actually, yes, I'm not really thinking that there are going to be any. I haven't seen the field. I opened the page, right, and I just made sure that I just peeped the Jamaica flag, and that's all I needed to see, and I kept it pushing. So I haven't seen who she's lining up with. So this is a blind reaction when it comes to the women's. Jasmine Camacho, what is this? Okay. I just have to make sure that I'm in the women's 200 meters. Now, this is a little surprising. Off the back, I see Jasmine Camacho Queen from Puerto Rico here. She actually has a personal best of 22.27 seconds. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, considering her height and, of course, her speed over the women's 100 meters, it's not so surprising, but I'm still shocked that she's so close to, sub 22 in this event that she doesn't even compete in that much. When was this time done? You know what I mean? I'm going to have to start looking at Jasmine a different way now. You know what I mean, trackies? But anyway, other than Jasmine Camacho Queen, we also have Shericka Jackson lining up here. We have Gia Tassa from the Netherlands. We have Kone. Let me try to pronounce this first name. Mabundo, okay. Mabundo Kone from the Ivory Coast. We have Darnita from Great Britain. We have Delphine Kansa from Belgium. We have Jenna Prandini from USA, and we have Antonique Strawn from the United States of America. All right, how does this go? Well, clearly, Shericka Jackson is taking the win. The question that I've had in my mind that I've been trying to wrestle with is this world record. You know what I mean? Clearly, she was disappointed at the World Championships not getting the world record, right? So, and she talked about, the slowest time she wrote down, which was 20.40, and she ran 21.40, and she ran 21.41. Now, she didn't tell us the fastest time, but we know the fastest time is clearly, faster than the world record, right? So, with that said, I'm wondering if she's going to go for it here in Brussels. Now, why am I saying that? I'm tussling with the idea because the finals comes up in Eugene, and that's also another opportunity for her to get at that world record. And remember, Eugene is also where she ran 21.45. So there's on one hand, the Brussels field being, really good for sprinting, and also the track that Johan Blake ran that 19.26 on. So everybody believes that this is the track that Shericka Jackson needs to go after that world record on. And then on the other hand, there's also Eugene that comes up. So I'm kind of tussling with the idea, does she go for it here or does she wait until Eugene? And there's also the idea in my mind, well, maybe she can just go for it both times. Go for it here. If I don't get it, then go for it in Eugene. Actually, I'm probably leaning towards that idea a bit more, going for it here rather than Eugene. Now, the press conference hasn't come up yet, so I'm not sure what Shericka Jackson's plans are heading into this meet. But yeah, I'm just throwing out my thoughts as it relates to what could potentially happen for Shericka Jackson in this race. Again, as I said, she will have 0 challengers. Now we see the rest, or the best of the rest. Well, not the best, because we don't have the medalists here from the World Championships, and the medalists being clearly Gabby Thomas and Shakira Richards from the United States. Plus, there are a few others that are really good this season that I do not see in this field. All right, so who takes my second place? Well, because Jasmine hasn't run this race in so long, I don't know what to expect from Jasmine. So she's an oddball, that's for sure. But I'm expecting maybe a fast time, considering that she's so good over the hurdles this year. So I'm expecting something fast. I don't know what this fast will amount to in this field, but I'm expecting a good performance off the back of a PB of 22.27. This is interesting. So, let's see. But I think Daryl Nita may take second in this field. I think Daryl Nita takes second here. And I think third is between Antonique Strawn, Kone, and also Jenna Prandini. I'm leaning more towards Strawn then Prandini. But let's see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's my top three. But I do have this weird feeling in my brain, Chakis, that Jasmine Camacho Queen is gonna do something splendid here. I don't know why. I mean, when I look at her body type, she actually does suit sprinting. If she should ever take up the sprint seriously, we'll probably have trouble on our hands. But anyway, let's see how that goes for Brussels. But anyway, Chakis, y'all can tell me in the comment section what you think about this 200 meters. What should Shericka potentially do in this field? I mean, granted, the press conference hasn't come up yet, so I'm not sure what to expect. But yeah, that's just my thought process as it relates to Shericka Jackson right now. Maybe she should go for it both times in Eugene and also here in Brussels. Because listen, you don't want to save it for Eugene and then it doesn't work out in Eugene. You know what I mean? So why not take advantage of the situation, one of the fastest tracks ever, to try to break it, yeah? I think she should go for it here. But anyway, sound off and let me know. So I'm going to jump on over to the men's 400 meters. In this, we have Rasheen McDonald lines up here for Jamaica, but we also have, a full field. We have Giles Barron from France. We have Dylan Borley from Belgium. We have Alexander Doom from Belgium. We have Matthew Hudson-Smith from Great Britain. We have Iglad Inge Vladson from Norway. We also have Machine McDonald, as I said. We have Alexander Ogando moving up from the 200. Interesting. And we have Loen Go Scotch from Botswana. Okay, how does this go? So clearly I'm looking at this Ingbladson. Oh, I know I'm not saying it wrong. This Norwegian right here. I'm looking at him. Havard. He's definitely surprised me at the World Championships. Definitely looking out for him now and of course in the future to be one of those world beaters in this men's 400 meters. Also looking at Matthew Hudson-Smith, that's a fact. Medalist at the World Championships, so I'm definitely looking out for him. And I'm also obviously looking at Rasheen McDonald. So how does this go? I could potentially see Matthew Hudson-Smith taking it. Definitely see Rasheen McDonald finishing in top three, possibly second with Havard there someplace. So that's my top three. That is my top three. As it relates to anybody else, they finish however they finish. But yeah, that's my top three. So I'm gonna go Hudson-Smith, I'm gonna go Rasheen, and then I'm gonna go Havard. That's my top three in this men's 400 meters. So we're gonna jump over from that. We're gonna jump to the women's 400-meter hurdles. And again, we send our top three here. But also in this field is the world leader, Femke Bol, and also the gold medalist from the World Championships. So this will be exciting. Jamaica may get relegated. Well, not me. We're going to get relegated quite a bit from 1, 2, 3, probably 2, 3, 4 in this race. As a matter of fact, not probably. I'm going to say 2, 3, 4 in this field for the Jamaicans. And I do think Anna Crocklin, will be there or thereabouts. We didn't have our strongest race in the last outing in Zurich, I believe. Didn't have her strongest race there. Let's see what she does here. But I do think Jamaica can still pull 2, 3, 4. So Femke Bol for me personally takes this win here hands down. Rachel Clayton is having a fantastic year. She's on a high. The confidence level as well that I see her executing. Just how she's executing also over the hurdles much better than any other year I've ever seen her in the hurdles. Clearly, she got a personal best, with that 52 sorry 0.81 seconds. So for me, Rachel is clearly on a high. She takes second. Then the tussle up now becomes for third and fourth between Anjanette and Genevieve Russell. Anjanette Knight got the better of Genevieve Russell in the last outing. Genevieve kind of faded. She was pushing towards the end, but she did lose lose ground to Rochelle and Anjanette in that last race. Let's see what she does here. But I do have them placing well. And of course, Anna Crockett, I do see placing well in this race. Track is sound off again. And let me know what you think about this women's 400-meter hurdles as it relates to, obviously, the, results eventually that will come. Now, the last event that I'm going to take a look at here is the women's triple jump. We also have two Jamaicans here, Shanika Ricketts and Kimberly Williams line up here. We have Beth Romnacek from Ukraine that lines up here, silver medalist at the World Championships. Let's see who else is here. Thea Lafond is here. She didn't medal at the World Championships. Okay, so we only have one medalist here that lines up. But again, I'm looking at so far when I look at just the names, I'm going to look at Beth Romnachek. I'm looking at Thea Lafont, Shanika Ricketts. That's my top three. All right. So which order? Actually, track is maybe Lisa. Shanika can win that one, yeah. Shanika win that one, yeah. So I'm gonna go Shanika for the win. I'm gonna go Beth Romnachik for second, and I'm going to go Thea Lafond for third. Oh, my son. I think this sounds good from a Jamaican perspective, clearly. Yeah, I think Shanika can definitely take this field. She placed second behind the world champion in the last outing, so I definitely think she can definitely win this one. But let's see how it goes. Her biggest challenger for me are Beth Romnachik and Thea Lafond. Let's see how that goes for her this season. But I'm excited. She can definitely, in my opinion, as I said, take this one. So let me stop sharing. Anyway, trackies. So that's it. Sound off in the comment section below and let me know, what do you think about the women's tour? What do you think of all of the other events that I spoke about as well that come up with Jamaican interest? Like the video and of course subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.